So I'm planning on getting a tattoo soon, and for some reason, whenever I get a tattoo, I always get kind of nervous. So I watch kind of tattoo themed shows to kind of get me more in the mood for it. Anyways, so something I hate the drama ones. So lately I've been watching Ink Master, which is better because it's less about it's more like a competition to create drama instead of just trying to create internal drama. Um, but most of them they're all reality shows. They're not usually not the best. So more often than not, I'll watch documentaries or whatever. But anyways, to get to my point about this video, so I have been watching Ink Master, but something, and I've watched NY Ink and a few of the Ink shows, but they're kind of fucking stupid. Something I noticed in them though is that they are designing the tattoo, like creating the design for it, showing the client, and then tattooing the person all within the same day or 2 days or something, like very short amount of time. Like I can't believe that people would pick a design, have it tattooed onto them after only seeing it for the first time within a matter of hours or days of each other. Because personally, I have to like the tattoo design for a minimum of 6 months before I get it applied to my skin. Um, so, because I'm like, I'm gonna have that for the rest of my life, so I'm gonna make sure it's something I really want. Um, and usually when it's a design, the second I see it, I'm like, I love that. It doesn't deter the longer I have it put, and I don't just like pick it and then look at it every now and then. Like I'll have it as my desktop background, or I'll print it out and put it on my fridge, so I see it regularly. And if I still love it, then that means that it'll be on my skin, and I'll see it regularly, and I won't mind, and I'll still like it. And it has happened that I love this design, and then like after a couple months, I was looking at it, and I'm like, I really don't like that design anymore. So I'm glad that I decided not to get it. But these people like choosing the design, like it just gets designed, and then they put it on them like within a day or two of each other, and hours or minutes even. It's kind of like, do you like the design? Yeah, okay, I'll make a stencil. It was like, how do you do that? Like, I know they had the idea for a while, but the thing is that I have ideas for tattoos, and then I can't find one that's like I wanted a moon tattoo for the longest time, and I saw all these different designs, and I liked a few of them, and like I said, there were some of them I loved, and I like kept the picture around, and like after a while, I was like, I don't like that one anymore. There's too many things. I'm like, well, I'd change that, and I'd change this, and I was like, if I'm changing so many things about it, and I'm like, I just don't like it anymore. But the one I settled on, I love, and I've had it for almost a year, and I still love it just as much as when I first got it. But me saying I want a moon tattoo with some sort of swirling design in it, um, which is sometimes the level of detail that these like description that these people are giving their tattoo artists. I'm really? It's like those. It's the same people who are like I've heard story. Like I remember I was when I was looking up a video on how to cover them up for work, with makeup, and she was talking about how like she had always wanted a tattoo, and her friend was getting a tattoo, so she said I'll go with you, and it was kind of like she picked one on the way there, or people who pick them when they get there, or like even when I got my first tattoo, I've been wanting that tattoo for not nine almost 10 months. Um, that design, and I told my mom that I was getting a tattoo, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna get the tattoo with you because I've always wanted a tattoo, but I've always been, never had the reason to go get one. And like that was a week before we went, and within that week she picked a design. And it's not like she like had always wanted a certain type of tattoo. For the longest time, she was going from trees to wolves to, and then eventually she settled on a phoenix design. And it was like trees, wolves, phoenixes. They're not like all very different things. And she got the tattoo, and I was like, are you sure? Like after that little time wanting the design, like you picked that like 3 days ago. Are you sure you don't want to wait maybe or something? She's like, no, 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 I love it. I'm gonna get it. And everything else. And it's funny because like for the first little while she's like, I love it, I love it. But now whenever I ask her about it, like, do you still like it? Because she was like showing it off to everyone. And she's like, oh, I love this design, I love it, I love my tattoo, and everything else for the first couple weeks. And then I flew off to Vancouver. But it's been 2.5 years now, and in the past year or so, every now and then I'll ask her if she still likes it, and she's like, yes, but kind of like with a shut up, don't talk about it kind of tone. Cause yeah, she's my mom, so I know when she has that tone. So it's like You don't like it? Oh my god. Big surprise. Because it's not a very feminine tattoo, because it was like she saw it on a picture of a guy. It's not a feminine tattoo. It's a tribal phoenix tattoo. And she loves mine. She's conscious about how much she still loves it, and she loves my moon too. So it's funny, because and like the design that I'm getting soon, like there was something I wanted to change about it, except I knew exactly what I wanted to change it and how I wanted to change it. So the fact that I've only mastered Photoshop and actually thought I had time away from school to actually Photoshop the right text, because it's the same text, same image, everything else, just changing the font of the text because it was just blocky Arial, and I'm like, no, I want something a little bit more stylistic than that. So it's kind of like Times New Roman with like spaces in like shape like white spots inside the text. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, so I chose that, and I've photoshopped it, and I'm like looking at it, and every time I look at it, I'm like, I love that design. I love that design. I want it so badly, but being a student, I'm like, I shouldn't spend money. Even though I saved up the money, because I was originally going to get it in September, so I had the money saved up by then, and I still have the money saved up in this account. I can't touch it unless I got a call like 48 hours before I want to spend the money to have it transferred in. But I'm like, I'm a student living off loans, and should I be spending money I saved while I was working on a tattoo, even though I saved it for the tattoo? Oh, stuff. So, I don't know if I'm gonna get it now. Not because I don't want it, but because money. That's why like, I'm always seeing these people getting new tattoo designs and new tattoos and everything else, and I'm like, money. Like, how do people just get tattoos without worrying about spending a couple $100s? Okay, well, it's not that much because my Sparrow cost 160 and my Moon cost 180. This one's bigger, so I have 350 saved up, but I'm guessing it'll cost like 250. But it's better to have too much money than not enough, you know? I don't even know what the point of this video became. I'm just talking about my own tattoos now. It's late at night, that's probably why. It's like the wee hours of the morning. Bye.